Hey, it's Matt from Tradesman Digital Marketing. Today's video, I'm going to walk you through phrase match keywords, what they are, what the benefits of them are, and where you should use them inside your campaigns. So to start off, what is a phrase match keyword? And a phrase match keyword defined by Google is a keyword that allows your ad to pop up when a search term is typed in that contains the same meaning or implied meaning as the actual keyword. So if you, for example, typed in tennis shoes, your ads could show up for shoes for tennis, buy tennis shoes on sale, red tennis shoes, comfortable tennis shoes. These all have the same meaning as the keyword we were targeting, tennis shoes. Your ads wouldn't pop up for searches like tennis rackets and training shoes, or can you wear running shoes for tennis? These don't contain the same meaning, and this is really up to Google's discretion. And it's gotten a lot better too at figuring out the meaning and implied meaning of certain keywords. Is it perfect? Do they always get the meaning right? Absolutely not, and that's why it's important to have a negative list. But the vast majority of the time, they're very good at getting the same meaning down. That being said, phrase match can be used in a number of different campaigns. They can be used in e-commerce, they can be used in service-based campaigns. They can be used with great effectiveness in a lot of campaigns. Now, due to the recent update Google has released, I think phrase match has really gotten a little too lenient on, implied meaning and things like that. So we have really diverted our attention away from phrase match and really gone with exact match, because exact match has gained a lot of leniency lately as opposed to where it once was, which was if you forgot the S or like the exclamation mark or just some little tiny point in the keyword, your ad wouldn't show up for an exact match. But now exact match has gotten a lot more lenient, and that's generally what we go with. But if you want new keyword ideas for your campaign, if you want to go after those keywords that aren't always popping up for the exact match keywords and you're trying to explore and grow the account, phrase match is absolutely an excellent way to go about doing that. Now, first off, how do we go about finding phrase match and adding it to our campaign? So what we have to do is come to our campaign. We're going to come over here to tools and settings. We're going to click on our keyword planner. I already have one popped up here. I'm going to hit discover new keywords. And what we're going to do is geo modify this by clicking on the little geo icon here that says Canada. We're going to get rid of Canada. We're going to hit the X here, and then we're going to type in the location we want to actually go over. And this is important because if we don't do this, we're not going to actually get relevant data to our location, because the actual cost per click in maybe one province or state is going to be a lot different than another province or state. So we need to be accurate. We need to know what our cost per click is. That way we can allocate a certain budget that is actually reflective of what our costs are going to be. So we're going to just target Toronto here. Toronto's a big city in Canada, if you didn't know. We're just going to hit save, and then we're going to go after, let's do HVAC installation, because I'm familiar with HVAC. And we're going to hit get results, and then this will pop up, and it should come up with a whole bunch of keywords, as you can see here. And essentially, most of these things are going to fall under the realm of phrase match. And this can be good and this could be bad. It's really a double-edged sword at times. And this is because certain things you want to target will pop up, but there's also certain things you don't want to pop up for. So, for example, if maybe we only do heating repair. We don't do cooling repair. We would want to pop up for heating repair. We don't want to pop up for AC installation or repair, stuff like that, but we would if we targeted the HVAC installation keyword. That being said, we would have to create a whole bunch of negatives to offset the keywords we didn't want to go after. Now, say there is a phrase match keyword we want to go after, like HVAC installation, so we get a whole bunch of new ideas, search terms, or even if you're just in an e-commerce campaign, letting this run. And you can have tremendous success, by the way, in an e-commerce campaign doing this. So we're going to copy this. There's actually two ways of adding a keyword to your account. The first one is just by check marking this off, hitting plan, and then come over here to existing campaign, and then we can select a campaign from here and then actually just hit add keyword to campaign, and we can select broad match, phrase match, and whatever ad group we want to add it as. I don't really particularly like doing that. I'm just used to actually copying and pasting them. It's just me. It's personal preference. You can do whatever you want. I like copying and pasting them. And for the sake of example, if we want to actually show you how to add them as phrase match, what we're going to do is come over here to our campaign. We're going to hit search keywords, and we're going to click on our, let's do pool installation campaign, because whatever. This is just a demo, so please don't add, HVAC installation to your pool installation campaign. But what we're going to do is hit on the blue plus icon. We're going to come over here to our keyword list that we can enter our keywords in. We're going to paste that there. And then down at the bottom here, you can see the different types of keyword: broad match, phrase match, and exact match. We want to add our keyword in as phrase match. So what we have to do is add a parentheses around it, the little two quotations, and all you have to do is add these two around, the actual word, and now once we save this, it will be saved as phrase match. Now, if you wanted to add it as exact match, you can put brackets. If you wanted to add it as broad match, you just leave it blank. You don't have to add anything around these keywords. There's a great tool called AdWords Wrapper if you're interested in creating a massive list, and then it'll wrap everything for you so you don't have to manually put the parentheses around every single word. You can just copy and paste it and put it in there. Wonderful tool. I recommend using it if you have like an extensive list. But for this example, we're not going to need that because it's just, one keyword. So what we're going to do is hit save, and this will be saved to our account. And as we can see, it should be in here. Yep, HVAC installation saved as phrase match, and we're good to go. Now, one of the things I do see with phrase match is there's a lot of search terms that we don't want to go after. And what we'd have to do in this case is maybe after a week or two of collecting data, we can come down here to our search terms. And since this is a demo account, there's no search terms in here yet, but there'd be a massive list of search terms all around HVAC. And we would go through here and select copy and then paste them in our negative keyword section. All we have to do is hit negative keywords and paste them in here, and then your ad would no longer pop up for them. And I would recommend adding those either to the campaign or ad group level, depending on what you wanted to do. It's really up to you for that. But you would add them to the negative keyword list and you would no longer pop up for them. That's one of the issues with running phrase match. Yes, it gets you a lot more exposure, but you are exposed to keywords you don't want to potentially show for. So that's something to note. Where you could use phrase match keywords successfully would be in service-based campaigns if you were looking to expand them, looking for new keywords. Even if there wasn't a lot of search volume for certain keywords, I would recommend using phrase match. That being said, the recent changes to Google's match types really have combined phrase match with broad match modified, and I really think it's too lenient for a lot of campaigns. That's why we generally stick to exact match as of late. But there are definitely scenarios where service-based businesses should be using phrase match. Now, e-commerce campaigns, I generally see small to mid-tier e-commerce campaigns having tremendous success with phrase match keywords, and I think they're absolutely fantastic for those campaigns, that being e-commerce, and if you're trying to sell products online, absolutely fantastic. If it's a much bigger campaign, generally you're going to be using broad match. You can still get away with phrase match, absolutely, but it just depends on your circumstance, right? So that's everything for phrase match. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns about it, leave them down in the comment section down below. I'd be happy to answer them. Other than that, you guys have a wonderful day and take care.